The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Allow the mine to reopen this year. However, it will review this agreement after the reopening of the mine, and an increase in compensation amounts for this review will be backdated to the date of the reopening.
Following the signing of the mining development contract, the Special Mining List 13 and Fiscal Stability Agreements, certain landowners raised concerns about processes not being followed. They also wanted the Community Development Agreement, formerly called the Memorandum of Agreement, to be conducted first before the compensation agreements. Managing Director of Mineral Resource Authority, Jerry Gary, responded and clarified the CDA and compensation processes. The compensation process is stipulated in Section 155 of the Mining Act and is a requirement that must be fulfilled before the reopening of the mine. However, he said the CDA can be conducted later, even after the opening of the mine. New Pogra Limited, in a statement yesterday, backed this statement and said it is already in talks with landowners to start the compensation process. NPL has asked landowners to agree to continue honoring the old Pogra compensation agreements to allow the mine to reopen this year, ahead of a review of the compensation agreements planned post-reopening of the mine. It stated that any increase in compensation amounts determined as a result of that review will be backdated. NPL says majority of the landowner agents are in favor of the NPL proposal and wish to see the mine open as soon as possible. NPL adds that the landowner agents are adamant that all negotiations on compensation agreements should be held in Pogra and not involve paper landowners living in Port Moresby. NPL executives plan to return to Pogra next week to continue the discussions with the Pogra tenement landowner agents with the aim of reaching a resolution on compensation agreements. Ruth Rungola, TV1 News.
The 14th World Indigenous Business Forum ended on Thursday. The much-anticipated forum brought together over 100 indigenous businesses from around the world and throughout Papua New Guinea.
Indigenous Business Forum facilitated discussions and presentation on topics like PNG's economy surroundings and investment opportunities and networking alike. Over the course of the two-day forum, businesses were presented ways to explore opportunities to grow and finance their entrepreneurial activities. But mostly it was a gathering of like-minded individuals who not only shared their challenges but also how they can overcome these challenges together. The forum concluded on Thursday night with Prime Minister James Marape, Minister for International Trade and Investment Richard Maru, and Labour Minister Cassie Sawang, all in attendance.
That as Minister responsible for investment and trade, next year we will organize the first Papua New Guinea Indigenous Business Forum. One outcome from this summit, we need to start recognizing our own people and their fine and fantastic effort. Our men, our women, our families, and our young people. And by coming together and organizing a network, then it will be easier to talk to government, get recognition, get the right policies, and get behind our own people.
Labour Minister Cassie Sawang in 2022, when Vice Minister for the International Trade and Investment, bid for the PNG to host the 2023 WIBF.
And for Papua New Guinea, we are a nation of indigenous people. The indigenous economy is an $8 trillion economy, right, Rosa? It's an $8 trillion economy. So the indigenous people can trade among themselves. We can create value. We can become the producers and consumers of our own goods and services.
According to the WIBF, the benefit of hosting the forum ranges from providing an economic impact over the forum period while delegates are in the host city. Generates an international awareness and promotion of the host city and country over an approximate 3 years period, and providing a speaking opportunity for the host on the WIBF agenda, among others. Trace Sipa, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape has appreciated the visit by the Hungarian President Katalin Novak and thanked her for the scholarships she offered for PNG students to study in Hungary. Novak visited the country this week, taking a special journey to Manus province before departing PNG yesterday morning. After bidding farewell to President Novak, Prime Minister James Marape expressed gratitude as Her Excellency's visit to Papua New Guinea. Prime Minister Marape said although Hungary was not geographically close to Papua New Guinea, the era of information and technology has placed the two countries in touch by making dialogue and trade and commerce accessible in real time. Prime Minister Marape called on Papua New Guineans to respect laws of the country and each other in order to make PNG attractive to more visitors.
Encourage our citizens out there. Whilst we are, and I'm first to admit it, there's much more work that we need to do for our people, and we are working extremely hard to ensure that we develop our country, but not all is bad. We just have to work together. People, private sector, public service, and us, those who are elected into elected offices at all levels. We'll work together, put our people first. This sort of visit is an indication of the world knowing PNG, and more visits to come. People start to respect laws and respect each other. Trust me, 100%, the world will come to us to visit our culture, our environment, our place. What we have here, not too many nations in the world have. Our biodiversity, our cultural diversity, our linguistic diversity, our environment, white beach, mangroves, swamp, river, to a high mountain like Mount William and Mount Gilliwa with snow. This is unparalleled.
Hungary has offered to PNG 50 university scholarships to study in Hungary. Prime Minister Marape says the national government also commits to sponsoring another 50 students. Prime Minister Marape says the national government appreciates the people of Hungary and President Novak for a fruitful visit. This is TV1 News. When we come back, Mega Health for Youths and Ipape Starts campaign.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Karen Cook, young or old, a scale rice family meal with toast will bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni Sigola, scale rice, low scale price. Seni Sigola, scale rice, low scale price. But you like him?
All Mama Flame is not all Sam.
Me say you sing flame flower long one him. Yeah, me say make him kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me save like him flower balls belong me what them kawa war na spring onion. All pikinini belong me save like him to mas pineapple donut me save walk him lo house. Ne me kumu mix him on them cow na karamapim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is kelly one time wala harpela kai. Me save kisi more kai long all get a toya mi tromoy one time flame flower.
You enough making more one time flame flower.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Fine PNG made.
Ton, he no ton.
Ni Momo.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Tonton.
Down on the ground, the Fijian. Kebalo, oh, Butterfingers there out of the hands of Dante. You've got to be careful. He's up. Ramos in the corner.
Welcome back. The Universal Church in Port Moresby held a Victory Youth Group Mega Help event aimed at changing mindsets of youths from the streets of Port Moresby who have very low self-esteem that leads to depression with, in many cases, in life-threatening. Senior Pastor Jonathan Pine encouraged the youths to think of themselves as being special and valued by God, even when others reject them, and know their worth.
With over 500 youths and adults taking part, the Mega Help event was held on Saturday, October 21st. Senior Pastor of Universal Church, Jonathan Pine, posed self-searching questions. He encouraged them with the scripture readings from the Gospel of John.
Have you ever needed help in your life? Do you need help in your life? Who do you turn to when you need help? I wish everybody would say God. I used to think that God was the one behind my suffering, but it's not God who wants you to suffer. The Bible says that the Lord Jesus came to give life and life in abundance. The one who wants you to suffer is the devil. The devil is the one who came to steal, kill, and destroy.
Nowadays, many youths are suffering with depression, inferiority complex, suicidal thoughts, and other mental health-related problems. The aim of the Victory Youth Group is to help young people reach their full potential, to encourage and motivate them to make good choices in life.
I'm here to say to you today that you have value. Look at these youth next to you. Say to them, you have value. In simple terms, you are special. Come on, boys. Say to the boys, you are the man. And the girls, you are the girl. You are special. You are precious. You are important.
The youths were also encouraged by the testimony of other youths who are now in the church after their lives were transformed, saved from depression and self-pity.
Stop looking down on your own self, because God does not look down on you. God values you. For God, you are special. You are important. You are precious. So precious that He gave His life for you.
The Mega Help event concluded with a time of feeding for all that attended, many of whom were street dwellers. The Universal Church's Victory Youth Group will hold more events like this in the future and invite young people who are seeking answers in life to attend the VYG meetings on scheduled days at their church at 24 Gabaka Street, Gordons in Port Moresby, 8 Mile, in Ley, and also in Arawa, Autonomous Region of Bougainville. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
Kurai Foundation has signed on PNG Kumul Edwin Ipape as its brand ambassador with the aim to restore peace and normalcy in Henga and Hela. Under the program, the Kurai Foundation has signed a 2-month agreement with Ipape, who will be the brand ambassador to drive the foundation's peace program.
The Kurai Foundation has worked to bring peace and end tribal fights among tribal war groups in Enga for the past 12 months. This year, the foundation intends to extend the program to Ella. Therefore, they established a new brand ambassador program, and under the program, the foundation signed a 2-month agreement with PNG International, Edwin Ipape, who will be the brand ambassador of this program. Ipape will be engaged in running peace program through the use of media to bring the message of peace to the people of Enga and Hela. CEO for the foundation, Grandi Katato, explains why they choose Ipape to be their brand ambassador.
Seeing you as an icon in the rugby league, talking to them about peace and good order, and for them to get themselves engaged in more productive activity instead of, looking for guns and bows and arrows to destroy their own lives. Coming on board in communicating this message across the youth will really help us, make some impact at the youth level.
The founder of Kurai Foundation, Sir Paul Kurai, thanked Ipape for accepting this role, which will contribute to restore peace in Enga and Hela.
Come, Edward, Kurai Foundation will appoint you as an ambassador to represent us anywhere you go, and you can talk about peace initiatives.
Meanwhile, Ipape said his intention to join this program is because of his passion to bring change to the community.
Thought in me, or that desire in me, that I want to represent humanity first. I want to be a good person. I want to bring positive messages across the country, or in a smaller way, or in whichever dimension that I can possibly be. So.
Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Ipape also made his plans known to start his first awareness campaign during the Pacific Bowl Championships tomorrow. He is determined to use this platform to convey the message of peace and to venture into Enga and Hela after the game while he is still in PNG.
The platform that I've got now with the Tri-Nations and Kumus playing at home, that's the perfect place where you want to start, because that's where all the attention is at. And if I can do some activities during that period, it'll be easier for me to get the message across to, especially to the business people and the educated people who are supporting fights back home. So you might see one or two activities during the Tri-Nations period at the National Football Stadium, and then from there we can plan ahead and see where we go to Enga or Hela or wherever. We'll decide after that.
You're watching TVWAN News. In sports, IRL chief in press and Valentine ends his sport.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaruki, up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumu too. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Hey, you want to talk? Want to win one of 4 Costa buses? Simply collect 6 SP Lager Red promo caps and enter the draw at a participating store near you. There are heaps of other great prizes to win too, like SP Hunters jerseys and other awesome SP Lager gifts. So enter the draw today for a chance to win. There's a bus to be won in Islands, Southern, Momase, and the New Guinea Islands. SP Lager, Bungi Mumi!
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, the Pacific Championships Cup and Bowl concept is expected to continue next year given its impact and the growing interest building around the region. According to the Chief Operating Officer, Asia Pacific Rugby League, Jeremy Edwards, the concept has a long history, which started as the Pacific Cup before it was replaced by the Oceania Cup in 2009, before the COVID-19 pandemic. Back then, it featured PNG, Samoa, Fiji, Cook Islands, and Tonga. This year, the NRL, supported by the Australian government through the Ausport Pacific program, renamed the concept as the Pacific Championship, featuring the top 6 ranking playing nations from the Pacific region: Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, PNG, Fiji, and Cook Islands, replacing Tonga, currently on the England tour. Since the championship started, Edwards has been impressed with the level of competition and professionalism displayed by the Pacific Islands. He is excited and can't wait for Sunday's intriguing showdown between PNG and Fiji in front of a packed house tomorrow.
Here doing their captain's run at the moment. They're all very excited. We've just seen Fiji come off the pitch. They're also very excited. You know, the two Melanesian nations, long-standing history there. But I think what we can be assured is a very good crowd tomorrow and a very good game of footy.
The quest for the inaugural Pacific Championship Bowl is still up for grabs between PNG and Fiji Bati ahead of Sunday's big showdown at the Santos National Football Stadium. Despite of their big NRL experience and plenty of rising talents in their side, Fiji would be approaching the match with underdog tag, knowing the Kumuls are favourites, playing in front of their parochial home crowd.
The PNG Kumuls are bracing themselves for their biggest test yet in their Pacific Championship campaign when they come up against a robust Fiji outfit tomorrow at the Santos National Football Stadium. While both teams coming off respective victories over Cook Islands over the past 2 weeks, Sunday's matchup will determine who's the best team in the Tri-Series so far, knowing Fiji have a plan to spoil the party for PNG. However, in saying that, Kumuls have a lot more pride to play for their fans, their families and their country.
They've got some NRL quality players there and they're obviously a big side as well, so we got to match them physically and do our thing as well to nullify their back five especially. I think just kick the corners, try not to give them too much space, get a good kick chase, push them into that corner, so then we got some of their other outside backs taking carries instead of them two boys coming off the back fence.
Kumuls captain Carl Leibart said since elevation to his new role, he's taken it with both hands with good support from the playing group.
I think I touched on it last week. It's a pretty easy job with the group of boys that we have. Reese's come in, Edwin, two leaders in themselves, so it's kind of a group effort and I'm just chucking my word in here and there, but it's going well.
Meanwhile, after their captain's run today, Fiji coach Waise Kativerata said his boys are building nicely towards tomorrow's big blockbuster, adding his boys are ready to embrace the challenge despite of PNG's crowd advantage. Waise said PNG boys are very physical, so Fiji has to be better in their defensive tactic to slow them down.
They play very physical football. They play up-front footy. They use the crowd to get the energy up. At the same time, we're going to be good in our defense, control the ruck properly, slow them down. We know we can score points from anywhere, but we just need to focus on ourselves, focus on our defense, make sure our ruck D is well organized, our kick chase, kick pressure, all the basic stuff, all the 1% is good.
Tomorrow's clash will set the platform for next week's grand finale to determine who gets the ball. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Western Highlands Wrecking Ball and PNG Kumuls debutant Valentine Richard Callaghan has consolidated his spot in Justin Holbrook's run on 13 for Sunday's Pacific Championship blockbuster against Fiji. Valentine, who came through the Digicel Cup rank, playing for 2022 PNG NRLC Premiers, Hella Wigman got a call-up to play Prime Minister Stettin against Australia last month and never looked back.
On debut against Cook Islands 2 weeks ago, Valentine totaled 133 riding meters from 15 hit-ups
with 51.6 contact meters, while defensively made 16 tackles, an impressive personal stats that has earned back his number 8 jumper for the Body match tomorrow. After today's captain's run, Valentine can't wait to rip in again tomorrow to back himself up and make his family and the country proud.
I'm just looking forward to each game at a time, and I'm just looking forward to give my best as last couple of games I've played. And this game is another challenge for me as well, so I'm just looking forward to give my best, work on the areas that I've been left for the last 2 games, and I'm just looking forward to give my best.
He said having the big boys from UK and NRL back in the fold, the spirit in camp is high, but there's a lot of competition too for sports amongst the group, which is good.
It's a bit of like a good competition in our camp as well for the boys from UK and NRL to come back. We had also our local boys here, so there's a good competition among ourselves. So I believe the coach has made a team already, so he has a trust in us, all of us. So I believe all our boys are ready to give their best.
Valentine said for him personally, he'll just focus on his game, a lot of hit-ups, and back it up with strong defense.
As I've said, I'm just looking forward to one game at a time. This Fiji game will be another challenge for me, as I've said. So I'm just looking forward to do what I normally do in the last 2 games. And now I'm just looking forward to lead in front of my home crowd.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Athletes and officials traveling to Honiara in the Solomon Islands for the 17th Pacific Games will be residing in 6 Games villages. According to the Games Organizing Committee, these 6 villages are St. Joseph Tenaru dormitories, Don Bosco classrooms, King George VI National Secondary School dormitories, Solomon Islands National University Sinu Panatina campus, and Solomon Islands National University Kukun campus hostels. The 6 villages have all been renovated by the local contractors through funding from development partners of the Solomon Islands government. With only a few weeks before the opening ceremony, Games Organizing Committee cluster teams are working around the clock to fully equip the dormitories, hostels and classroom blocks. Solomon Islands Water and Power are also working closely with GOC to ensure revised emergency response plans are in order. And now the regional focus for the next 24 hours. Southern Momase and Highlands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. And that wraps up the news tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.